Welcome to Cringe Talk, where we talk about everything related to CringeFest. Since 2018, CringeFest has invited brave storytellers to the stage to share their most intimate, embarrassing, unforgettable, and humbling experiences, all in support of Project Right Now. I'm Lizzie Finn, your host, and today we're speaking to Jennifer Chauhan, who is the co-founder and executive director of Project Right Now, and who is also the mastermind behind CringeFest. So welcome, Jennifer.
Thank you, Lizzie. I'm so happy to be here with you talking about CringeFest.
Yes. Is there anything more fun than talking about CringeFest? No.
No, it's like the best time of year when we start planning it and getting ready for it. Yeah, we're excited.
So I start with like a kind of an easy or like hard question, maybe like just putting you on the spot by like, how do you define cringe?
Cringe is that feeling that you get when you've just been super, super vulnerable and it teeters on potentially being embarrassing. So to me, it's that feeling you have inside when you've just done something that you think is mortifying or embarrassing or very, very vulnerable.
Can you tell me how did you birth this idea? Where did it come from? You're the kind of the mastermind, but was it your idea or someone else's?
No, no, no. It was not my idea at all. Actually, I'm going to give credit to Allison Tebold, co-founder of Project Right Now, and she and a couple of other writers. Somehow they started talking about like what we write in our diaries, especially in our childhood, adolescence. And we sat in a cafe one night, and a few people read out of those diaries, and it was so funny and embarrassing and mortifying. And I just saw that night and everybody was laughing. Like I think that's what it was. It was the energy, it was the walls tumbling down. It was like, oh, I remember that happened to me too. Like there was so much great conversation. So I was like, oh, we should take this and build it. So then in the years following, some of us were still reading out of our diaries and we were in restaurants. We were at Red Tank in Red Bank, and then we did Porter in Asbury Park. And a few years later, actually, a woman who came on as our chair of Cringe Fest, Kelly Cullen, was like, I think it's time to take it to the stage. Like, let's go to the Vogel. And I've been so grateful to have this incredible team with Kelly Cullen and Lisa Hartsgrove and Jen Gates and Maria Wood and Colleen Dugan. And we all just kind of said, hey, I think this can be in something bigger, something more.
Do you have a favorite year for Cringe Fest? I mean, it's like your baby and your children, right? Like it's probably
Oh no, I can't have a favorite because at each stage you're watching it grow. So you're watching it evolve from like, hey, we're just reading out of our diaries to hey, now we're curating. Now we're inviting people to be part of this. I love my favorite thing is somebody who thinks that they don't have a cringy story, and B, they can't tell it on stage. And then we work with them, we get the story out, and then we inspire them to get on stage and tell it. And then after they do that, the applause, the connection in community, and how they go from being like, oh, I never thought I had a story that was worthy of telling on stage in front of an audience, to oh my gosh, when can I do that again?
yeah.
That's the part I love about it. And it because mostly it's regular, it's ordinary people. I mean, we don't have necessarily we don't have professional comedians performing in the Cringe Fest portion. Last year was really cool because we invited a professional comedian, Gary Simons, who came and closed the show for us. He's coming back this year.
Yay.
So every year we look at like how can we do more? How can we shift it? How can we change it? Not to say one year is better than the next, but I think every year when we finish, we wonder, are we are we gonna be able to do that next
Can we
year?
top
So
that? Can we top it?
can we
Yeah.
top that? Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. It's that's like the space we're in right now because we have not announced the names of the performers yet. We're just getting that going.
Yeah.
Gary Simons is confirmed, and actually last year's winner, Sarah is gonna be our warm up. So
Oh,
she's going
okay.
to come in and do some warm up with the group. So I really love how it's evolving from year to year.
You kind of handpick the people who are going to perform. And like, what makes a good Cringe Fest story? Like, what are you looking for, either in the performer or
I
the story?
Okay, so I love that you asked that question. I don't think there's anything in particular. I mean, we definitely want somebody who's open to the process. For me, somebody might have a cringy story that they talk about in like two sentences, but for me, it's and Jen Gates and I work very closely in helping develop the stories. But we're like, how can we build this more into a narrative arc of a story? So it's not just the cringy moment, but for me, if someone in the audience can laugh and also have that moment of like ah or oh, like I love moving from the really funny to the really soft and poignant. It's like, how can we build out this story? So I think anybody can do it. So I'm not like, oh, this person, because they're more comfortable in front of an audience, is better than that person. Like, I'm open to, and we're open to whoever wants to be part of it, but it's really a willingness to go through the process of developing the story and being vulnerable. And I really want to say that that's a big part of why I love CringeFest, because we talk so much in all of our writing classes about being vulnerable with your words, with your emotions, with your story. And I think CringeFest is the epitome of vulnerability and storytelling. And they are all true first person stories.